Hello and thanks for watching the third part of Clan of Death devlog. Since the last time, many things have changed and I did make a lot of progress. As you know, the game is about a Viking clan that has to repair a ship and deal with a undercover cultist. And as you can see in this clip, now dying Vikings or cultists do respawn as a ghost, and the ghost also has some cool abilities. And of course, in the actual game, the ghost abilities will have cooldowns. Here they doesn't have any cooldowns. So in this clip you can see a PvP scene, and as you might have noticed, Vikings and cultists both do have abilities right now. So there are cool PvP situations possible right now. But in the actual game, of course, the animations won't look that buggy, so I will work on that. I also worked on the GUI, so it doesn't look that default anymore. I also added a soundtrack. You will hear that in the actual game. And yeah, that's it about the UI. I also added some menu for choosing abilities. The Vikings won't have just 4 abilities, but they can choose between some. And also you can choose the abilities for cultists, so that when you play as a cultist, you can have um, you can transform into a another form, and then you get access to the cultist abilities. Yeah, just like here. That there are some special abilities. I also added a menu to choose a skin. Um, I will also update this one so you can choose between more skins and also edit some things like armor. Yes, as I said, you can transform into a cultist. When you are a cultist, the undead are friendly to you. And as I already said, as a cultist you have more abilities, like for example this lightning that stuns the enemies, or this dark shatter that also does high amounts of damage and stun the enemies. And here you can see a fork around the player. Wasn't that visible. That deals AoE damage over time. I also updated the sky, so you can now see stars and the moon. That's pretty cool. And I also updated the lore a bit, so you also need a artifact now that you need to bring back to the ship to win the game as a Viking. Um, about the lore, I will make a lore text inside the game. And I also updated the enemy AI, so as you saw in this fight, you can't just hit and stagger the enemy to kill them, they will also parry. Um, there are also cultist NPCs inside the game. This that that was required because the lore update, and those cultist NPCs are pretty strong, as you can see. They cast abilities and they spawn skeletons, as you just saw, so they're very strong. I also will update the spawn skeleton animation because they just appear out of nowhere, and that's very ugly. But that's it about so far. Um, as I said, this was a lot of progress. I hope you enjoyed it, and thanks for watching.